Right guys, welcome back to another video from Whizbit's Random Gaming. Just like to talk about CEX and their recent policy change. So I've been out and about doing some game hunts over the last week, and I've visited 2 or 3 CEX branches. Out of those 2 or 3 branches, I know quite a few of the staff well enough to talk to. And I have spoken to them about this and to see what their thoughts are, to try and get an insight as to why this has been done, what changes might be coming. Unfortunately, they're either keeping it very close to their chest, or they just don't know that much about it. However, one branch member in particular did mention to me that there will be changes to the website later on this week. What day that will be, I'm not 100% certain, but he said early in the week, and he hinted at games going up if they have a manual included with them. Again, this is pure speculation, but this is someone that's worked in one of these CEXs for a long time now. I've spoke to him quite regularly about games when we're when I'm buying at the counter and stuff like that, and I've got a pretty good relationship with him. So I do believe that there is this change coming. I think we all did anyway. You know, we've all speculated as to why this is happening. I mean, there's a lot of man hours that have gone into this big change on their website. And the last thing I mentioned in my previous video was that maybe it's because they're sick and tired of spending all that money on postage for returns when collectors get an item and it doesn't have the box in the best condition, doesn't have the inserts, doesn't have the manual. That must be costing them as a company a pretty penny. So I was probably clutching to straws there, thinking that, or hoping rather, that was going to be the reason for this change. I'm not ruling it out. It could be also part of the reason as to why they've made that change. I mean, collecting right now, I wouldn't say it's at an all-time peak, but it's still pretty popular. And CEX probably have just realised all of a sudden it's time to make more money out of us guys and get what they can out of us before physical media becomes obsolete. I mean, that's an argument in itself. Will it ever become obsolete? But at some stage, the big companies are going to stop making this stuff, and CEX won't have these items to sell moving forward. They're only going to have the older stuff. You know, at some stage, that stock conveyor belt is going to stop for them as a company, and they're going to have to change direction. So maybe they are just looking to get what they can now before the unfortunate inevitable happens. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the website this week. There's a couple of games that I've got in my wanted list that I'm going to be checking to see if they go up in price, down in price, or stay the same in price. I'm going to be having a good look most definitely this week, keeping an eye on how things progress on this one. As I said previously, it's not going to affect me massively because I'm not that collector that cares too much for manuals, and I don't really collect the older games these days anyway, your Mega Drives and your SNES, so I can live without it. However, I don't want to see a price increase for someone like myself just because something's got a manual. I personally, like I say, I'm not that bothered about manuals. It's going to suck quite bad depending on the prices and how much they go up. But yeah, what can we do? Guys, let me know your thoughts on this, and where do you see this one going? Give us a click, give us a like, give us a sub.